Yo, what is good, Knicks Nation? Welcome back to Knicks Media. This is Richie, and in this video, I want to give you guys my recap to the New York Knicks victory over the Washington Wizards. The Knicks come out on top in this game, 131-113, and it's the first game in the last four that we finally can have a stressless game where we don't have to worry about it going down to the wire, no referees screwing us over, and the Knicks just absolutely take care of business against the Washington Wizards in blowout fashion. Before I hop into this video, I just want to mention, if you guys are new to Knicks Media, do not forget to hit that subscribe button, and if you guys want to check me out over on Instagram and Twitter, that is at NYKnicks_media, and if you guys enjoyed the video, please do not forget to thumbs it up. With that being said, let's jump right into my recap. So this game was just an overall dominant performance from the New York Knicks. A lot of players stepped up today. Julius Randle was absolutely unconscious, finishing with 37 points, 7 of 10 from downtown, tying a career high from beyond the arc with 7 3-pointers. He hit back-to-back threes at some point, and he was just on fire. It's good to see Julius Randle play this well, because another reason he went off was his perimeter shot was on fire. It's not like he was bullying people down low. That's what Julius Randle was known to be, you know, on the Lakers and the Pelicans. But now in the Knicks, you really see his game has evolved to another dimension with his outside scoring. In today's NBA, you need to be a stretch four in order to be playing at a top level, and Julius Randle is playing like a superstar. Yes, I said it. Julius Randle is taking the step of being the true leader of this New York Knicks team, and he is playing out of his mind. But before I get into the individual performances, let's talk about the overall play from this Knicks squad, because they are just playing so good as a unit, and that gets all the credit to the coaching staff: Tom Thibodeau, Mike Woodson, Kenny Payne, Johnny Bryant, everybody involved, including Leon Rose and all those guys in their front office, because they're the ones that assembled the coaching staff. And man, this team is playing on a thread on offense and defense. We know that we're a defensive-centric team, and that's our identity. We want to be the best defensive team in the league, top 5, right? But our offense has been looking very good, especially tonight. I mean, we dropped 130-plus points, and again, we're going up against the Washington Wizards team that is like the 25th worst team in the league in defense, and this is what you're supposed to do. This is a good sign, because the Knicks are taking care of business against teams that they're supposed to beat. That tells you that you're a playoff caliber type of team, because usually the Knicks in the past couple seasons, like even if we're on a nice little couple game win streak or we're looking good and we're trending the right direction, we start losing to teams where we should beat. That was like the old Knicks way, but now it seems like we're going neck to neck against the best teams in the league, like the Brooklyn Nets and the Philadelphia 76ers, and we're taking care of business against teams that are worse than us in blowout fashion, and we just absolutely put the pedal to the metal. We did not stop until the whistle blew, and this team is playing together on defense. They're trapping, they're switching, they're suffocating. They held Bradley Beal and Russell Westbrook to do nothing all game. Those two players are the only really big threat to the Washington Wizards, and the game plan going in from Thibodeau is just mastermind. Like, he is just on another level when it comes to game planning and making sure that everybody's playing together as one, communicating, and you see it on both sides of the ball. Like I said, on defense and offense, everybody is communicating. The ball movement is so fluid on the offensive end, and wow, I just want to rave about the coaching staff and what they're doing on both sides of the ball, because it is a thing of beauty. So let's get into the individual performances. I already broke down Julius Randle. I'll go over it again, because why not though? 37 points, 6 rebounds, 2 dimes, 7 of 10 from downtown, a plus-minus of a +21 for Julius Randle. He was on fire. Another player who had a very good game, Barrett, another 20-plus point performance, 21 points, 5 assists, 5 rebounds, 8 of 18 from the field, 2 blocked shots, and 4 of 5 from the free throw line, a plus-minus of a +16. Barrett is developing into a true two-way stud. That block he had on Russell Westbrook was absolutely awesome. He is playing I think that's the biggest underrated aspect to Barrett's game. His defense has been so good. His strength, he goes one-on-one with their best player and he locks him down. We saw what he did against Ben Simmons the other game against the Sixers. There was one possession where he just held his ground. He anchored down his ankles, his feet, and Ben Simmons tried to post him up, and RJ did not let him go anywhere. anywhere. Tonight, RJ Barrett held his ground and is getting a lot of recognition. Here's a post on Instagram that I saw that people are raving about RJ Barrett's defense because he really is developing into a true two-way player, and you got to give Coach Thibs a lot of credit because he sees the physical tools in RJ Barrett. And the crazy thing is he's 20 years old. He's only going to get bigger. He's only going to get more comfortable, and he's only going to get more dominant. He's also just going to the rim offensively with ease. He's sizing people up now. Step back, fadeaway, mid-range jump shots, finishing through contact and one, finishing with the right hand. He's doing everything. RJ Barrett is getting better and better as the season progresses, and Knicks fans should be very excited because we do not usually see this a lot from our second-year players. We drafted him 3rd overall, which is like the highest Knicks draft pick in a long time. We had a lot of high expectations for RJ Barrett, and he is absolutely meeting those expectations. We wanted him to take that step in year 2. That's exactly what he's doing, and I cannot wait to see how he progresses throughout his career because he's only going to get better and better and better. We are seeing the true Duke version of RJ Barrett. He was dominant in college. Him and Zion Williamson were just absolutely insane on Duke, and that's the RJ Barrett that is starting to get more out there on the Knicks. He's just sizing people up, taking people off the dribble, step backs, just bully ball, spin move. Everything about RJ Barrett's game is a thing of beauty. Tonight we got a very good game from Mitchell Robinson, his second game back after being injured. He came off the bench and played 30 minutes, so it's good to see him get out there on the court a lot because obviously he's not probably going to be in top-notch shape because he's been out for a long time. He might not have his timing down, but man, tonight we saw vintage Mitchell Robinson. He finished with 16 points, 12 rebounds, a double-double, 2 assists, 7 of 9 from the field, 3 blocked shots, and 2 for 2 from the free throw line from Mitch. He has been all over the place all night long. That alley-oop pass from Elfrid Payton, and he went up so high to get that. It was another beautiful highlight that's all over the place on Bleacher Report, ESPN. So it's good to see Mitch back on the highlight reel. But Mitchell Robinson's doing his thing. We missed him so much. We played very well without Mitchell Robinson, and Nerlens Noel deserves a lot of credit. He did a lot of good things when Mitch was out, but we've missed the alley-oop threat. We missed the offensive rebounds, the second chance points, the putback dunks. That's what Mitchell Robinson brings to the table. Out of his 12 rebounds, I'm pretty sure half of them were offensive boards. So Mitchell Robinson had a very good game. Hopefully he can keep this up, and he should be definitely the starting center in a couple of games. I just feel like he's coming off the bench to get him ready to, if he's not in good shape or not, we don't know yet. But tonight it looked like he was in top-notch shape. So let's see if he will start in the future. But at the same time, Nerlens Noel, he's not a scrub. He did a lot of great things when Mitch was out, and he continues to play well. He's just more of a defensive guy. On the offensive end, Nerlens Noel doesn't really do that much. He had a career game. I wouldn't say career game, but his best game as a Knick offensively, last game against the Sixers, he had like 13 points. He looked really good offensively, Nerlens Noel. But I love the duo of Mitchell Robinson and Nerlens Noel. So let's hope those two guys can stay healthy for the rest of the season because we got an elite rim protector on the court at all times when both of those guys are healthy. Another player I want to talk about is Alec Burks. He has his 3rd straight game scoring 20 points or more. He finished with 20 points, 6 of 12 from the field, 50%, 3 boards, 3 assists, 1 steal, 2 for 2 from downtown, 6 of 6 from the free throw line. Alec Burks is really showing up because we need offense off the bench desperately, and he is providing that. I also noticed that Tom Thibodeau loves Alec Burks coming off the bench as the point guard. We saw Alec Burks finish the game, and Elfrid Payton did not finish the game off. So we'll keep an eye out on that. Maybe the hamstring injury from Elfrid Payton is still nagging him because this was Elfrid Payton's first game back from injury. Maybe that he wasn't out there, and it's either Thibodeau saw Payton and did not like what he saw on the court, or Payton got hurt again. We will find out, but it's very interesting to see Alec Burks be the starting point guard when it comes to finishing off the game. What you saw in the overtime game against the Sixers, Alec Burks was on the floor running the point. Tonight in the 4th quarter, Alec Burks was on the floor running the point. I don't know if I'm a big fan of him running the point, but he honestly has been playing very good. Sometimes he takes a little bit too many shots, but he's been hitting him at a high percentage, so you cannot complain. Alec Burks deserves a lot of credit tonight. So let's get into Elfrid Payton. Tonight was his first game back, and he did not do that great. 20 minutes for Elfrid Payton, 7 points, 4 assists, 5 rebounds, 3 of 8 from the field, 3 steals. Got to give him that right there. So Elfrid Payton, the one thing I just have a problem with him is he forces it too much when he drives to the rim, and he has tunnel vision, and he misses open people in the corners. You know what I mean? Like his first possession of the game, It was in transition. Elfrid Payton has it, and he has RJ Barrett wide open in the corner, but instead he just goes to the rim and puts up a terrible contested layup and misses. That's just really annoying. I don't like that Elfrid Payton does that. And then we saw a couple possessions later, RJ Barrett, same exact situation in transition. There's two people in front of him, and there's a wide open Reggie Bullock in the corner. RJ passes it. Like, that's the difference between RJ Barrett and Elfrid Payton when it comes to playmaking. RJ finished with 5 assists, and he was getting his teammates involved really early on in the game. Elfrid Payton needs to start doing that. But then again, he did finish with 4 assists. That's not terrible. He had a very good alley-oop pass to Mitchell Robinson. But at times, I just don't like his fluidity as a point guard. I'm not a fan of Elfrid Payton running the whole offense. We started off the game we didn't play well in the first 6 minutes of the game with Elfrid Payton on the floor. We were honestly losing, and then when he got subbed out, that's when we took flight, and that's when this Knicks team got up by 15, 20 points, and then Elfrid Payton did not even get in the second half after he started the second half. So we'll see what happens with him. Maybe he'll get traded at the deadline. That's in 2 days, but I do not expect that. But we will see. But yeah, man, I think that's really it for the individual performances. We didn't really see anything else from anybody. So that does it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. The Knicks come out on top. We're versing the Washington Wizards again on Thursday night. So hopefully we can get that dub. We can go over 500 because this game got us to 500. And we will see. We're taking care of business. I'm so happy that the Knicks gave us a stress-free game, because those 4 games against the Sixers, the Magic, and the Nets were brutal to watch. I was not able to watch. My anxiety was through the roof, and every single Knicks fan can agree with me. So that does it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you stayed until the end, comment down below a Statue of Liberty emoji so I know you were here, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Let's go Knicks. Peace.